Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel Dino Gadget. Today we're back here, we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. So, let's get back into it, shall we? And we should be where we left off. Should be. Oh yeah, that's right, I want to, for this episode I kinda want to, make a, poem, that's right. Oh well. Anyway, I'm here. Monica. Okay, you three. I'm giving up doing on the voices because they all, some of them just start sounding too similar to each other, so let's just go with this. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Good question. Why? Why is it so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common, foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori always helps lightening the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on! She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling... Of all the times to go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. Second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I don't want to force it. That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, in different flavors. Can you handle that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted! Great. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No! That's not at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Dino Gadget. The one who's truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. That's... As Monica gets it. Are you suggesting I send the spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monika's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki's trying to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle baking on your own. Now Gadget may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Dial Gadget to... But what are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Dino Gadget to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Dino Gadget, you okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Ah, of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course I'm gonna go with... How? What do I do? I know I should probably do it with Monika, but... Sayori could use some help. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monika said that Sayori wasn't helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much? No! Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. I just think of the club, okay? Ah, fine. I guess. Monika. Well, I guess I should probably help you, Monika. Yay, you picked me! Hold on 1 second! Yeah! Monika, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Dino Gadget was the one who... that doesn't matter. We're the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. Or you're the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monika. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monika, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with the decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this would have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monika. Yeah! We have a lot of work to do, you know? Hold on. Yeah, okay. I'll just save game here. What you want to do is good of a job if you make us work alone. Yeah, maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monika. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So are you going to do the right thing, President? Okay. I get it. It's technically most logical for Dino Gadget to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Do you have a preference, Dino Gadget? No! Don't make me choose! I guess Yuri, because Yuri is the one... Natsuki actually said she wants to bake alone, so I guess it's Yuri. I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No! I'm just saying... So you'll be helping Yuri then, Dino Gadget? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki will be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Dino Gadget? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it turns out. That's good enough for me. But what about Natsuki? Natsuki. What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything! No! That's not what I meant at all! Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why I don't get to pick me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They'll probably go well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kinda surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I had something... or if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. But she already has trouble with words. Trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kinda appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. They start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. They'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? Not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Dino Gadget. I think we'll have we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, I don't actually think that. You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose you to help you because that's what I want to do. But, Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. You're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I'm making my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows, that might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Debatable, but whatever. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, I've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feeling aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. There is no music. This is disturbing. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange for her not to run down and greet me. I'm not so sure how this is going to go. We'll see. I have to her room, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Dino Gadget. Ah, okay. So it wasn't going in a dark direction yet. Good. Dark direction later. I sit down in her room. I'm saving this. Right here. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. I haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Or you haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals, the wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly want to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know about that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. Okay, well that makes sense. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Sure. Say that all you want. I don't care. That's true. I mean, it is true. What about you? Aren't you going to help Monica today? Of course! I was just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in random directions. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. Finally get to the point. I just want to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you do well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, don't I get it? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been, or even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It wants to torture me. Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Till I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Dan, I'll get it. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Dan, I'll get it? I guess I have no choice this time. Well, yeah, of course you don't. The thing is, I've had bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? And you aren't going to see someone about it or talk to people about it? You're just going to keep bottling it up? That is a bad mistake. Don't do that. And phone's ringing. I gotta go. BRB. Okay, well, I guess it was nothing. I hung up before I could actually do much of anything. That or the machine just kind of kicked them off because they may have been some kind of spam call or something. Who knows? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Sayori, Sayori, Sayori. No. Stop that thinking. Okay. I'm gonna have to be serious enough here. This is... I can understand why you would think, or why some people would start thinking this way. I can understand that. Sometimes life just decides to punch you in the face. So, you know, it's really hard. I've had suicidal thoughts in the past. I've had depression. I have depression. I do manage my depression, though, and I'm doing a lot better. But here's the one thing that everybody, at least every person who's going through suicidal thoughts, needs to know, because this is something that that they need, something that seems to always happen, that needs to be well, okay, I can't find the words for it. Something that I find happens more often than not. People will start thinking that no one cares about them. That's not true. You may not ever meet, or you may not have met them yet, but there is someone out there who actually cares about you. Or it could be someone random, but there will be someone out there who cares about you. And sometimes you don't realize it, but the people right next to you care about you, such as your family. But there's always different situations for everybody. And in this case, as you can tell, Sayori has, or as much as she has depression, she also has a different thing. She actually does have someone who cares about her. The main character, or the player, basically the player, the character you play as. And that person will care about her. Which will, or is not always as easy, but it does help. So, anyway, let's tangent over, let's continue. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and care into waste by having them spend it on me? Another thought people seem to have, this isn't, or that isn't your decision. You need to know that. You had nothing to do with that. Or maybe you did have a little bit of something to do, like you actually made friends with them, but you have nothing to do with what they will do for you. Yes, they would, yes, they care about you. Yes, it may not be, or sometimes, very rarely, they shouldn't be caring about you, but you cannot make their decisions for them. So, yeah. Sometimes, like, yes, they will get, or sometimes they might get hurt trying to care for you, but it won't make their decisions for them. Sometimes it might be like they do it 1,000 times over just for you. So, yeah. That's what it feels like. I can understand, but again, this is really misconception when it's wrong. That's not how it works. And that's why I want to make everyone, or just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I betrayed you. Or I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. And she can give the counter argument. That's what I don't want you to do. It doesn't matter what you didn't have anything to do with that. That was his choice. He would have done that no matter what. You can't choose for him. Even if there's only so much I can do, I would have tried a little harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. I don't understand at all, Dino Gadget. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. You cannot make our decisions for us. We will, or as friends, we care about you, or we will care about you. And there is nothing that will change that. I don't want to be cared about. Well, now that's just your opinion. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. Again, your opinion. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Your opinion. Alright, that's why I want so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads me to nothing but hurt. You're doing this to yourself, Sayori. You'll never realize that you're doing it to yourself, but you are. Yes, you're watching everything and so on, but you're feeling as if this is how it's actually going when it isn't sometimes. Like, you actually grew feelings for the character here. And that's understandable. But you're making it seem worse than it is when it isn't. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Dino Gadget, there's nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped me is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart, hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. Now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. Sayori, you aren't! Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end this episode here. So, let's save it. And, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!